Hey everybody. Hey, how is everyone doing this evening? This is scene 1, take 3. Every time I start, then my phone starts ringing. But it starts and I can't turn it off. And so this solid ringing stuff. Oh. But anyway, I just wanted to say hello and show you what I'm doing. Oh, goodness. I'm not feeling real good today, so feeling a little... Oh, okay, let's not talk about health. I want to show you how I made this star. You all might already know how to do this. And if you do already know how to do this, then just go ahead and flip on to the next video of somebody else, because this is just all I want to show you. And so, but I made this star out of felt. I made this out of felt. And so, but I'm going to show you how I make it, but I'm going to use paper instead. First of all, you need to get a template of a pentagon. And so I went onto Pinterest and I just put in Pinterest in the search, free printable pentagon shape, something like that. And I come up with this and it printed out, and then I put it together with cardboard, with like tag board, poster board, junk mail, and made so I have a nicer little template. Now, so I'm going to show you how, right down here, how, see, like I said, I started this 3 times. And so what I did, I'm going to show you on piece of paper, on 2 pieces of paper. This here I did with 2 pieces of felt. I had blue felt and yellow felt, and I cut out the pentagon shape, and that's what I made this out of. And so, but I'm going to show you just on paper how it's done. And so then you can make it out of fabric, you can make it out of I'm gluing these 2 pieces of paper together with this here stick, this glue stick. Okay, so we're going to just glue that 2 pieces of paper together. There we go. Now what I'm going to do, so, and you can do, now if you were to want to do this, which I'm going to try doing this too, is if you want to make it just out of fabric, any kind of fabric, then cut this like a 1/2 inch bigger than the pattern. Or you can just cut it to the pattern and seam it a 1/2 inch in, and you'll have a smaller star. But you can go ahead and cut it a little bit bigger and then sew along this line, well, leaving a little opening, and then turn it right side outwards. And then, yeah, you understand that stuff. Don't come to me for lessons, because I'm not the listenator. Oh, Lord. So now I'm cutting this out where I traced it. I traced it before the phone started giving me a headache. It's just my son. He calls me 99 times a day. No big deal. I'll call him back. And so now I've got my pentagon cut out. So I have 2 colors so that you can see what I'm doing here. Now, the edge, each one of these edges is 4 inches on this particular pattern. So I want to mark it at 2, exactly half. I want to mark that at exactly half on each one of those 5 sides. I want to mark that exactly half. And I do that just like this. See how nice that is? And if you're using like fabric or something, and you got a little iron, or you can use a pin to mark it, or however you mark things, or like one of those pens that you can remove with heat. And there, I just removed that fingernail. Okay, now you've got those marks on the center of each straight edge. Now what you want to do is you want to fold from one mark to the other, like this. See there? See that? From one mark to the other. And you want to do that on each one of those marks. And see, you already see that? That's the first point of the star. It's amazing. This is really a simple, fun thing, even to do with the kids. With the kids, you know, you want to do stuff with the kids. Because them kids are not going to stay kids forever. I mean, I had kids. When I had kids, I was wanting a baby. You know, you say, oh, I'd love to have a baby. Them babies just grow right up and they turn into kids, and then they turn into teenagers, and then they turn into... My babyest kid is going to be 40 in January. That's my baby. I'm going to be 40. Not a baby, and he's a brat. Oh, well, he's not a brat. Okay, but now look what happened. I folded all of those in, and I have created a star. So then I can glue. You can even glue fabric. You don't have to even sew it if you do fabric. You can glue fabric just fine. And so, and if you're just making ornaments for your tree or something, then, oh, there we go. Now, glue that together there. Now, see there, you have got a perfect star. 5-pointed star. You be a star general. That's a 5-pointed star made from that hexagon. Now the thing you can do, if you have this and this, you have two different sizes of a hexagon. So now if you take a piece of paper, like I traced this one and folded it. Now this one will fit inside of this one. Well, maybe not. It'll sort of. But see, if you had a mind to, you could use this one that you folded now as another template. That could be another template, because it would be the inside of this star, and you can put it in there. Well, now if I was to do this one, I'd have to, so anyhow, that's not working. It really will work though, take my word for it. And so now if this was, I would have to trim it off a little bit, but see, I could go like this with just having this piece of, using this middle piece as a template to cut a centerpiece of felt, or in fact, I think that's what I'm going to do on the next one that I do with felt. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this for the template for the middle. And see, and then the outside piece, you can just fold over that piece you cut out of that new made template. See there? And so then you'd have your outside piece and your inside piece, and you'd have that star again. So, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Because see, this one I just cut 2 complete pieces of two hexagons. I cut 2, a yellow one and a blue one. And then I folded them over and pinned them. And then I used a blanket stitch to stitch it all together inside. But I think I'm going to do another one now, not on video because I got to blow my nose pretty soon. Anyway, but I just wanted to show you how that's done because, and it's so pretty. It's beautiful, I think. And I love working with felt these days, and so I'm doing a lot of things with wool felt. And you know, those of you who say, "Oh, I can't touch wool because it makes me itch." Back in the day, anything wool made you itch. But now the way they make wool, they have refined their way of making wool so it doesn't itch like it used to do back in your grandmother's day. And so it is so soft. This here wool, no, this is a wool blend. So you can have a wool blend. This is a wool blend, a 30% wool and 70% of something else. And so it's still real nice and soft. But see, if I was to make 2 of these, and put them back to back like this, and then stitch them together on the outside and stuff them, wouldn't that be pretty as an ornament? You know, make it puffy. And then, like, if you're stitching it together and maybe put beads along it while you're stitching, that would be real pretty. Anything, you know, there's just, once you get the hang of it, anything could go with this. And so, but I just think it's pretty. It's a simple way of doing things. And like I said, I did that years ago just with paper. And but I wanted to try it with felt, and I love the way that it feels. And but yeah, this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to cut me another one out with felt of this size, and then I'm going to cut the inside felt out of this size using this, and then when I flip it over, flip the pieces over, then I'll be flipping them over a piece, and I don't have, because this became pretty thick to have to stitch through, because I have 2 layers, because that made 4 layers. If I just do it the one, then it'd only be 3. But I mean, it makes it a little puffy, which I like the puffy. I am into puffy. But I think I want to make 2 and stitch them together. So I'm going to do that tonight and tomorrow. And then I'll show you tomorrow how that works out. I don't die before then. I'm not going to die before then. I got too many craft supplies. I can't be dying on stuff. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. It's just this star. And, yeah. And so, whew. That's about it. That's just about all I got for you today. I've been doing some other stuff too. I have this little piece. I kind of was putting this piece. I put down a piece of felt. This gray felt. I put that down there, and I've only got things pinned on the felt right now, and laid across. If this is what I keep, I'll cut this to the right there. I will cut those pieces off there. But these triangles that I got from Kansas that she made out of woven. She wove them. They're woven anyway. I love them. They're so pretty. And so I thought I'll put one here, one there, and then I don't know. I got these. I got like I put the rest of them in here. But then I have like a jillion of these little doilies. And I like using these doilies too. Look at this, what I can do. I can just doctor this whole thing up. I can make something really pretty out of this. But I just like to lay things out a little bit and see what it looks like. And then if I like the look of it, which I kind of like the look of everything. I'm not particular. Maybe I'd only want 3 there, like that. Maybe I'd put one up there. But anyhow, that's what I like to do, is just lay things out. So I was kind of doing that too. But then I have to just kind of let that set there for a while and see if I, and then I go to something else. See, these would be cut off to match up with the edge. But I think that'd be so pretty. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. But I want to make another star. That's what I'm going to do now. And I think I'm going to go get into my night clothes where I can be all comforted. Oh, look what I did here. I want to show you this too. This is another... Oh, just a minute. Hang on. Hold your britches on right now. Just hold on to your britches. See that needle threader? That was in with that needle threader was in with that bunch of embroidery floss. Well, I just tied one of my ornaments to my needle threader. How can I lose that? If you ever had one of these kind of needle threaders, well, you know how many lost needle threaders are in this house? I don't either, but I bet there's 150. But now that I have this, I had tied another one to a heart. And that one's missing too. Because the heart, I guess, was too flat. This one here is puffy. So maybe I won't lose this one. And there's my needle threader. And I need a needle threader. I'm telling you what's the truth. Okay, so that's my needle threader. Hanging right there. Now I hang it right there. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to play with hearts. No, that's not a heart. That's a star. And so I'm going to now take the time to read to you a little message. Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. We got to go toward the end of the book here because, look, I did not put my page marker. Oh, now I threw that thing in the floor. You know how much stuff I've got in my floor down here? My floor is probably 6 inches higher than it was originally when the house was built 30-some years ago. Because I keep dropping stuff in the floor and just leave it there. Oh, I write notes in my books. Some people, my mother used to say, you don't write in books. Well, guess what? This old woman does. I write in books. Okay, today is the 25th, so I got to turn this page right here to the 25, to number 25. November the 25th. And glasses. Oh, here they are. I put this chain on there so I won't lose them, but then I forget to hang it on my neck. Oh, ow, ooh, now it got hung up in my butterflies. Gee, mini Christmas. And I got to pull my butterflies off. Okay. Get them unhooked for my butterflies. And then, let's see if we can get these glasses on here. I'll just edit that part out. Oh, that's right, I don't know how to edit. Okay, now I have my glasses on. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta put my butterflies back on. Gotta put the butterflies back on. Okay, now, butterflies are on. All right, everything is good now in the hood. Back to the page. The 25th, November the 25th. It's almost Thanksgiving time. I'm already drooling. I'm ready for that pumpkin pie. That's the best part. Although we're not going to eat till late in the day because both the girls have got to work a part of a day at their respective hospitals. And so it won't be till late. So when we eat late, though, we get the pies ready early. And then pies is like our appetizer. You have a big old piece of pumpkin pie before. See, life is short, and you eat dessert first. Yeah, that's what you do. Okay, November the 25th. Okay. And Jesus said to me this morning, thank me frequently as you journey through today. This practice makes it possible to pray without ceasing. As the Apostle Paul taught, if you are serious about learning to pray continually, the best approach is to thank me in every situation. These thankful prayers provide a solid foundation on which you can build all your other prayers. Moreover, a grateful attitude makes it easier for you to communicate with me. I get this. When your mind is occupied with thanking me, you have no time for worrying or complaining. Good. If you practice thankfulness consistently, negative thought patterns will gradually grow weaker and weaker. Draw near to me with a grateful heart, and my presence will fill you with joy and peace. I know that's what I want. And then they say to go read into Thessalonians 5:16 through the 18, and James 4:8, and Romans 15:13. So those verses probably have something to do with thinking. And like you just don't realize, well, I just don't always realize all I have to, like I just said, where's my glasses? And there they were. Well, thank you, Jesus, for pointing me to them glasses. You know, there's a lot of things we can think. I thank him that I didn't lose this book. A lot of times I look around and I can't find my book because I just lose things. And like that's, I lose my needle threader. So Jesus told me to just go ahead and put that pom-pom on there and maybe, ouch, maybe I wouldn't lose it so quickly. And so, boy, I'm so happy that I got this here little, oh, good grief, Papa. You did not see that. Okay, I got this from, if you have ever watched Material Mom, she's a hauler. Like, she hauls Temu items. Mostly Temu. Other things, too. She has other videos, too. She is so funny. I just laugh. I watch her and I laugh. She's called Material Mom. But she makes these. And she has sent so many of these off to her viewers. And she's got thousands of viewers. And so, but I was lucky enough to get one. And I put in my color, which was purple. But look, she crochets it and then a tissue box fits inside. So I always have my tissues. But Material Mom, that's her name. And, well, her name's Angela, really. But she changed her given name to Material Mom. Mrs. Mom. Material Mom. But anyway, because she uses a lot of material in her little shows. She's got a little morning show she puts up. And we have seen their treehouse. We've seen them out in their swimming pool. We've seen her hubster. We've seen her family. She's kind of like me, that, you know, she wears her heart on her sleeve. And I just love her. But that's what I got from her. Look at how it matches my hair. Isn't that great? Okay, but anyway. Now, I'll put that back over there. And, yeah, that's good, Papa. Now he's covering himself up. We don't want to see him in his Speedos. I'm telling you, that man is just... Did you see all your folded clothes on your bed? You got to put them in their right totes.
I've done something with them.
You done something with them, but you don't know what you done with them?
No.
Yeah. Well, they're folded. It's just underwear and t-shirts. So you got two bins that says underwear and t-shirts on them.
I think I put them up.
You think you put them up? Okay, you're a good man. Go get in. He's a good man. But we got little bins, and they got labels on them that says undies, t-shirts, socks, shorts. And so he can find his clothes. And what he's looking for is clothes. Don't put them in no drawer where he can't see in the drawer. Okay. But anyhow, okay, I think that's all I want to talk about right now. I mean, I could talk to you from now till next the second Tuesday of next week, but I know you got things to do, places to go, people to see. And so I'm kitchen out of breath. And so, but anyway, I'm going to let you go now because now I'm going to work on another star. I'm going to make it different. And I'll let you see tomorrow what I come up with. And but I'm going to make it out of felt, wool felt, or wool felt, or wool. I'm learning so much about wool felt. You can get some wool felt that's felted wool. Wool felt and felted wool are two different things. They are. Because you can get felted wool that is actually wool that is woven wool. But like this wool is not woven. This wool is just fibrous and wool just stuck together. It's not woven. But if you get the woven wool, oh, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to. You know how much you got to pay for that woven felted wool? You have to give them your firstborn and an arm and leg. This is expensive. But that's why people go to the thrift shops. How'd that happen? But anyway, people go to the thrift shops and they buy old sweaters and stuff that are like been knitted or even machine-made sweaters, but they're 100% wool, but they're woven wool. And then they take them home and they shrink them. And they make then felted wool. That's the stuff that you have to pay your firstborn child and an arm and a leg and maybe a couple pigs and a chicken. But, yeah, they cost a lot of money. But, oh, is it nice, though. It's thick and it's heavy. And some wool I had ordered some wool from somewhere. And this, they said, it's 100% wool, is what they said. But it's real thin. You can see through it. And it stretches quite a bit. And I'll use this, but I was hoping for something a little heavier. I wanted it to be heavier. But I'll use this. This will be fine. And I'll use that. But, yeah. Okay, I'm going to shut my yapper. I need to shut my yapper. I'm telling you, this yapper gets yap, 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 and it just does not know how to hash up. And so I'm going to hash it up now. And I'm going to... Oh, Papa's not even supposed... Usually he doesn't come into this room till 7 o'clock. And it is only 6:53, so he come in here early. Running around in his Speedos for the whole world to see. Okay. He's 79 years old. He thinks he's 80, but he's not going to be 80 till February the 20th. I'm going to be reminding you before February the 20th so that you can send him. I want him to get 80 birthday cards. So be thinking about that now, that it's only November. Because in February 20th of 2025, he's going to be 80. And I want him to get 80 birthday cards. You are not already 80. We've been through this. We go through this. He was born in 1945. And he'll say 45, 55, say, and he'll go, and he says, see, I'm already 80. I say, no, you're not. You're not going to be 80 till next year. And then, so we get into these arguments. I mean, it's a wonder we haven't got a divorce over his age. Because he's not 80, he's 79. But he'll be 80 in February of next year. In the February the 20th, 19 and 20, not 19 and 25. 2025. That's when he's going to be 80. And I want him to get 80 birthday cards. So keep that in mind that you have to send him a birthday card in February. Yeah, and he'll be 80. But anyhow, don't listen to him. He'll tell you he's already 80, but he's not. He can't claim 80 till he's eat the cake. He'll probably have a red velvet cake because it's his favorite. Okay, now I'm really going to hash up this yapper. Because now it's been 29 minutes and 42 seconds. Okay, I love you guys. I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe and secure and silly and was going to say senile, but maybe not. And happy and healthy and humble. And by all means, no matter what, stay another day. God bless and keep you. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. And be purple. Be purple. You know what purple is? You know how during the election and it showed part of the country is red and part of the country is blue? If you mix red and blue together, it makes purple. Be purple. See that? All right. I got the answer. I got the answer to everything. God bless.